So, what is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Sam from Team Samurai X1 here, and today I'm with my boy, Gabriel Vargas. Gabe, how are you doing today?
It's been a minute. I haven't been on the channel in a while.
Yeah, man. Listen, you're too busy for me now.
I play boring decks, apparently.
No, bro.
He doesn't want to profile me ever.
You know, you've been playing locals for the past couple months. You came back from UDS, went to, YCS Guadalajara. So you went to Worlds, and then you went to...
UDS.
Yeah, and then you did Bath in both. Except for the UDS.
I topped the UDS.
Okay, you topped the UDS. What else do you go after? What's after the UDS?
Yeah, I haven't topped since the UDS.
You've been playing locals, and you've been going undefeated with this deck.
Since the ban list.
You're telling me how you're really confident about this deck in this format?
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. I just enjoy playing this deck.
How does it feel to go undefeated at locals week by week, bro? You have anything else you want to say before we start with this deck profile?
So, for anyone who wants to win free world stuff,
okay, free world stuff.
We got this world's deck box that you can only get if you were in Berlin, and these two things from Japan.
Right.
And you get it if you follow me on my Instagram and message me, enter, and I will enter you in a random number generator. That's what it is. And you get a chance to win it. So, link in the description, follow me, send me a message that you entered, and that's all you have to do. Shout out to DOLLYS Toys and Games, this wonderful place.
Shout out to DOLLYS,
for
bro.
providing everything and being like a family. Treating me like family.
Let's get started, okay?
Alright, so obviously triple OG. This card's like so good but so bad at the same time.
How come it's bad?
Because you draw two and you want to cry. This card, also seeing two, is just awful. Seeing these cards just suck when alone. I brick with this deck so much. But yeah, you obviously have to max out triple roar, triple hawk. This is the only one you can cut down on, I feel, Matrix. But I still choose to play 3 just because I feel like there's going to be a lot of like... I feel like there's going to be like a lot of Rogue, and this card's really good with Rogue with Titan, and it just helps your grind gain a lot having 3, always being able to like resolve and add and then pop with Titan on the follow-up. And I decided to play 2 duo.
How come 2 duo?
I was playing 1 for a while, but now with Orcus being so popular, I feel like you have to play more just to try to like simplify the game state and start grinding and adding like eggs. And I just feel like you need the second came up a lot for me, so I'm just like, I'll put it in. And then for normal summons, I play 2 Solar and 2 Aloof.
How are these cards? How is Aloof and Solar?
So like they both have their moments where like one's really bad and one's really good. So I honestly like have zero preference. I think they're both like really strong in their own like
way.
Like in their own way. Like they both have their moments. Like some hands Aloof's like insane, but Solar's garbage. But some hands Aloof is garbage and Solar's insane. Like Aloof can also like be really bad when like your hands like when you open Aloof, you're never gonna end on an insane board, and your board's always gonna be mediocre. But like it's like something. But like Solar sometimes can play through stuff, and other times Aloof plays through things. Like sometimes Imperm on Aloof also just game. That's why I just decided to play tier 2, just because I have zero preference, and I didn't want to play more than 4 normal summons because I wanted space for more hand traps.
Nice.
So that's it for all the cards.
So that's pretty much for your Thunder package?
Yeah.
Alright, awesome.
I just felt like this was solid. One thing I do is just personal preference, I guess. I just play 2 and 2 like at Nats for the playoff. I couldn't decide if I wanted to play like Crusaders or Solar, so I played 2 Crusaders, 2 Solar, and it worked out. I went to Worlds. For hand traps, see Phantasmate. I think I've seen some people cutting this, but I still think this is a staple, just because if for some reason anyone's playing Sky Striker, this is just an FTK against Sky Striker. This card just fixes your hand, and this deck breaks sometimes, so I feel like it's very useful. And it's so insane versus Salamander, and it's good against Orcus, and even in the mirror match, like for game 1, I guess this card's still like decent because I don't know, people, they link summon sometimes, and I decided to main Nibiru just because I feel like every single deck, if you're not playing around it, you're gonna get punished by Nibiru, and I want it in my deck game 1 to make sure I can punish my opponent.
How good was this card today? Like, you know, like since you just came back from locals, like you obviously went on. Sorry. So yeah, like today at locals, you went undefeated with this deck, and how was this card today though? Like
ever since it came out, it's been in my main deck. It's always just been a blowout.
Right.
Game 1, they just start playing and they get hit with the Nibiru, and they're like, "What the fuck, you main that?" And I'm like,
"Yeah,
hell yeah." I eventually caught on, and like a lot of people are maining it, but like I just feel like it's super important. That's why I chose to main it. I think it's very correct. And I played triple Ash. Ash wasn't in my deck for a while, but I put it back in recently, because I really wanted more cards for the mirror. And I think this card's like it's a good card in the mirror, and I think it's very bad versus Salamangreat, but I think you also need it for Orcus because Orcus is like definitely not the greatest.
How is it bad against Salad? It's really good.
Not really. Like they can play through pretty easily. Like, if they have like Sign of Mining and your Ash is sure, but like also past turn 1 Ash is just also garbage against Salad. But I just wanted it against Orcus mainly, and it's just generic, and it's good against Rogue. That's why I had it in here. And I also played Triple Imperm. It's good in the mirror. It's good against Rogue. It's okay versus Orcus and Salad. But I wanted it for like the mirror and Rogue. And I think it's just a solid card overall.
Nice. So you play a main deck of 12 hand traps? 12 hand traps in the main?
Well, like 9 in Phantasma. I think it's a very solid number. And like I feel like my engine's big enough that I'm consistently seeing like a hand trap or 2 with all my Thunder cards.
How about, what's it called? Dimension Shifter.
So I thought a lot about that card and I was playing it last format, but you'll see on my side I'm playing a card instead of it, and I feel like the mirror is going to be very prevalent, and it has been. I've been playing like a lot of mirrors, and that's why I just prefer Imperm and Ash over Dimension Shifter, because Dimension Shifter is garbage in the mirror, and Orcus can like, it's very hard to kill under Dimension Shifter since you can't duo. And like if you're forced to fusion, then you lose the fusion under Shifter. So like Orcus might get another turn, and if you can't do much under your own Shifter because you can't drop your duos, like because everything gets banished, you can't really capitalize on it. Next turn, Shifter's obviously not like live anymore, and you just start losing because you can they can catch up very easily. So I just felt like playing like Ash is like a hard stop, and sometimes, and you'll see in my side deck I play a card instead of it, which I think is like also very good. And then for spells, double Gold Sack, double Thunder Dragon Fusion. Some people play 3. I chose to play 3. Some people play 3. I chose to play 2 because I feel like this card's like very bricky. Like it's one of the if you see this in your hand, like it definitely has caused a lot of bricks for me. And I wanted to just because like 2 has come up in the grind game before, 3 has never came up for me, and it's just so accessible. I just feel like you never want to play 3.
You can always recycle off Roar, right?
Yeah, I also just I never really want to draw this card unless my hand's already insane. So it's like, and I just want to be searching this card, and then I want to search 2 when I start grinding against Orcus. So that's why I chose to just stick with 2. And I played double Instant Fusion. That's another reason why I ran 2 Aloof. Because Aloof and Instant Fusion sort of do like the same thing. Like I said, like about Solar and Aloof, this is kind of similar, where this has its moments where this is just significantly better than Aloof or Solar. And going second, this card's also really good, like in the mirror, or in general, like going second just like absorbing something is really strong. And yeah, I feel like this card's really solid, but I didn't play 3 just because like I'm already playing Aloof and
Solar.
Aloof, Solar, and I feel like they're all kind of like normal summons because they all need you to have a Thunder in hand. And I also play a Lore, which also needs you to have a Thunder in hand. So I felt like if I was just maxing up on Aloof and Instant Fusion, like one of the other is going to be like dead-ish. So I just felt like 2/2 and 2 is like fine, and the triple Lure, because like Allure is like insane.
Right.
It's literally just a pot of greed. Like if you Allure, Banish, Roar, Dark, it's pot of greed, but better. And yeah, that's it for the deck. I think it's 40. I'm pretty sure it's 41. 41's a YCS winning number. Everyone knows that by now.
41 is a YCS winning number?
41's a YCS winning number.
Okay.
For the side, Triple Crow, this is the card I was talking about. This card is just like, has been so good for me, and this is like probably like one of my favorite hand traps. I think I'm just too much of a pussy to main it, because I'm too scared of like Rogue, and this card's not very good against Rogue. But this card just destroys Salamangreat, and it destroys Orcus. And what I like about this prefer about this over Shifter is you can draw this whenever, and it's gonna be like a really strong card. But Shifter's only good turn 0. But like every time I get into Orcus and I start grinding, like I can like start drawing up my Lore and like duo put back a Lore, and then when I Allure and I can draw into this later, this is always going to be live, and it helps with the grind game so much. If you can like, because it's really easy to beat the Orcus board, but the problem is they're gonna follow up and break your board, and it's hard to just like going back and forth. But if you can like break their board and stop them with the crow for the ding or the whatever they symbol, it just becomes like really strong. And that's why I feel like Crow is like super good. And also against Salad, like this card just like on Spinny can end them, or on Jack or like this card is just be crazy for me. and I definitely prefer this over Shifter. And I also play Lancia because, for example, like in the mirror you just shotgun this and hopefully they pass and hopefully you can kill them. Or like capitalize on Titan Egg, because if you don't know, Titan Egg is just an FTK in the mirror. Obviously there's outs, but it's like very like hard to out.
Very hard out, exactly.
Yeah. So I feel like this is just like necessary because of the mirror and for Orcus, because this obviously shuts down a turn for Orcus, so like you want to be able to like draw this and capitalize and try to kill them. Double Pankratops. I played double Pankratops and one Denko just because Denko is like very searchable and accessible, and personally I never want to like go second Denko and then do my play, because like Denko, if you normal Denko going second, you're forced to have an insane hand, and I just feel like you only need one. You're probably just like winning more consistently by playing like that rather than playing triple Denko. And I play triple Mind Control. This card just goes in every game going second. This card is just Change of Heart. And then triple Eradicator. This card is just an FTK against like all the rogue strategies. And if anyone's playing Sky Striker, it's good against Guru and Ultrageist, which are not great matchups. So, and Draco, like I feel like this card just belongs there. Like if you see any deck that are like playing too many of a spell or trap, you just like blow them out by seeing that card. Prebo,
that was nice.
I wanted to cut this, but like you definitely can. Beat Cop, this is better than Land for Linkus because it's an ultra and it matches my Link Rebo. One Summoner, the second never came up for me, and it never has, so I don't play the second one. Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn, BLS. This card's very strong against Salad, and just in general, like this card just like outs things. Like even in the mirror, if they have like aloof, you can like make this. Attack over the aloof and banish the fusion, and then Borlo just because of the mirror. Like if your hand's like if your hand's like weird and you can't out Titan Egg, then you need the Borlo. That's it for links. I don't think you need anything else. Triple Colossus, triple Titan. You definitely, I feel like if you want to cut anything, you can cut the Titan, but like you can like you don't give a shit if you don't shuffle back the Titan. It just allows you to shuffle back other stuff, which in the grind game helps sometimes, but like I don't feel like it's 100% necessary. And then the two insufficient targets, they both come up. This card is just insane.
Really glad to have you back. You know, I know you've been busy with school. You know, school's first.
School's first. No Worlds grind this year.
No Worlds grind this year.
Graduate.
Yeah, Gabe's got to graduate.
Honestly, shout outs to all my friends. Everyone knows who they are. I love all my friends. Shout out the mat. ts61.com/shop. You already know. Get the mat. What's your promo code?
Gabe10.
Gabe10. Gabe10 for 10% off your entire purchase.
I'll actually give you some money if they use it.
I'm going to YCS Lima, so if you see me at YCS Lima, say hello. It's going to be my boy Manav Doar's birthday, so that's going to be crazy. And make sure to follow me on Insta to enter this.
The
giveaway, yeah.
And bro, yeah, man, guys, and I'll see you at YCS London. He's going to go undefeated with his deck as well, right, Gabe?
Yeah. Peace.
Thank you so much, bro. It's your boy Sam from Team Sam signing out. All right, guys. Peace.